Alright, y'all, so check this out. We're going to be interviewing, take one, you know, Mr. Cooly Clyde, getting to know this dude, shedding some light on a dark, dark world. He's a little light, so y'all need to know what's going on. Yeah. Alright, so Cooly, I came across you. I became familiar with you because I guess we had mutual friends or mutual colleagues. She's my friend, business partner, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's really how I get to know a lot of talented people out here. I'm from Copper's Cove, so getting to know Colleen or whatever, it's like neighbors, but still like two separate worlds. So I'm, you know, getting to know you. I look for quality people to get to know, and I think that as artists, it's important to network with people who are like-minded, mature, you know, come from different backgrounds but have a vision. So that's what this is about. So
I appreciate it too.
Yeah, for sure. I know, doing a little background, you're not from Colleen, right?
No, I was born in San Antonio, Texas, on the east side of the neighborhood called the Sticks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like always been like one of the roughest neighborhoods. You know, everybody got their stories, but it's like one of the roughest neighborhoods. It's a lot of gangbanging, a lot of drug activity, and just a lot of things that can get you caught up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Colleen, my second home. I first came to Colleen like around 4th or 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she had left, and she moved up here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I guess, you know what I'm saying, my auntie and my granny raised me for a majority of the time that she was gone. You know, she eventually brought us up here. When I came up here, I never wanted to leave. It was just like more, like I said, like sort of civilized at the time. Like, well, it's crazy, like, cause I was hooked to Colleen. It was like a drug to me, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I always wanted to leave San Antonio.
Look at that smile, okay, talk about it.
Yeah, like, I mean, I love Colleen still, but like just when I first found out about Colleen and I came, it was just like, man, this is heaven, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this is the place to be.
It's a break, right?
Yeah, I'm like, man, people up here doing different things, nigga. I'm like, man, they ain't tripping on this and that, everybody, you know, like, it was just live, you know what I'm saying? So I got hooked. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to use it against me. She'd be like, because I was bad, so she'd be like, I'm going to send you back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. But Colleen was my second home. Then after all those years, I went back to San Antonio for like 6 years.
So, like, going down that timeline just right there, you know, we all go through things. Where were you at that you said you was a problem child or whatever, or a troublemaker? Where was you at mentally at that point in your life before you started to discover yourself?
Man, I don't know, like, it's weird, right? But I got the same mind frame that I got now, I had as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I was always judgmental. I always observed things, and like, I was just like an old man in a young person body. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised by older people too. I was raised by my granny, and just like older people. I was always around older people. And I was around people that was sort of, I could say, strict and old fashioned. You know what I'm saying? But at that point in my life, like, just growing up was like, I was getting raised by some good home country people with good values and morals, but I'm living in the belly of the beast. So next door and up the street or whatever, they don't have, their household is not like mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I got real good manners, and like, I was just raised old fashioned. But when I leave outside my door, I got to be able to cope with what's going on.
Yeah.
And me and my personality by itself at the time, like, I was a rebel. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I come from this nice house, I'm gonna get out there with you, and I'm gonna be that. I was always a leader. You know what I'm saying? And
that's obvious.
I'm ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandma had like double-digit kids, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my grandma, she had so many kids that my granny, which is my great aunt, my grandpa got killed. He got hit by a drunk driver or whatever, and so his sister took 4 kids. She took my mom, my Uncle Bang Bang, my Uncle Ricky, and my Auntie Deborah. And Deborah and Ricky both got killed. So it left my mama and my Uncle Bang Bang. But I was still close with my grandma, so like, I went through a whole bunch, and I was just around a lot. You know what I'm saying? I come out my house, it's gang violence. You know what I'm saying? I'm not allowed on the corner. They doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? It just put me in a mind frame where, like, I didn't have a conscience back then.
Yeah, just like going through life.
Yeah, I didn't have a conscience. I used to be like, what's gonna keep me from just killing all these people. You know what I'm saying? And being in prison, like I didn't have a conscience. I didn't have a conscience till I moved to Cooly, and like I started getting girlfriends and shit like that.
Did you ever in the military?
No, I wasn't in the military.
Yeah, alright.
I know everybody.
You gotta ask, right? Because like everybody go from the military to being stuck in Cooly and doing the same
My shit say
thing,
U.S. Air Force or whatever, Navy, whatever. But it's a story to that. I'm gonna just leave out of this.
I got you.
I was never in the Army or
no military. I got you. I'm a big person about love, and I know you got a lot of love. You guard it and protect about it, but that's how you gotta be nowadays.
Yeah, you really do.
And what I want to talk about right now is where was the point where you decided to stop fighting and rebelling, and where you decided to be like, you know, I need to humble myself. I got a gift. I need to share. Because I know that's where you at, right? You on a mission.
Yeah.
You know, and I can tell. So I want you to talk about the turning point and how it's helped you get to the point you are now. Understanding yourself, being a man.
Yeah.
Being that leader amongst your peers. You stand out, man. So.
Appreciate it. My life has always been, it's been like, man, my life is really like a book. You know what I'm saying? Like the things I can say about my life. Like everybody got a story, and I know I ain't had the hardest life by far. You know what I'm saying? But I've been through my share of pains, and everything is like a book to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I go through these chapters, and you know what I'm saying? At the end, I realized, I don't know, I was just cold-hearted, and like anybody that know me here while I went to school in Cooly, they know like in school I didn't really care about nothing. I used to get big ass bottles of gin, you know what I'm saying, and just fucking down them hoes before I go to school. And every day I was on a mission to get throttled than the day before. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I was reckless, you know what I'm saying? And I really didn't, like, I just didn't care, you know what I'm saying? I didn't care about nothing. Like, all I cared was I wanted to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying?
So living that life,
that was it. Like,
that life they portray out there, no responsibility, be reckless, YOLO type shit. Fuck that YOLO shit.
And I can't even say it was like that. It was just like, it's who I am, you know what I'm saying? I was like, the biggest changing point in my life that changed me who I am, changed me to who I am now is I had got back with an ex of mine, and she was into the Bible. Like when I came back to her, she was a totally different person, you know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't gonna say she was a blonde because she wasn't dumb, but she had blondish ways, you know what I'm saying? But when I came back to her, like that was her calling. Like she was just cold with it. She was in the Bible tough, you know what I'm saying? Like she happened to be a 7-day Adventist when she found out. And I watched who she used to be and who she ended up being, and I was like, man, what did she find out? You know what I'm saying? So I started getting into it, and I started, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, I'm like, she's showing me all these things and everything. So I quit eating pork, I quit smoking, which I was just abusing weed. I always sold weed and I always smoked weed my whole life. That's what I was known for. But she changed my life, and she made me care about myself a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And she showed me the bigger picture of things, and that how we can be sort of brainwashed to society, culture, that what they feeding us. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I can say I really changed into me, and I said I had a testimony. You know what I'm saying? And I can say it's like between her and another girl, I went through so much, and it just made me have like a testimony. So now I just want to speak.
So I can tell you're a self-taught person. You're real observant. Basically, once you get something in your mind, you're curious about, want to learn more, get that hunger in you. You just go for it. You're fearless.
Scientist.
You know what I'm saying? You fearless. You concoct, you put stuff together, try it out, throw it out there, see what it's. A whole lot of science going on with you. I can tell. Well, you know.
I'm like the modern day motherfucking Einstein, man. It's like, my mind is just always working.
It's always been like that. Like you always So this is you at your full potential. Like, you know, some people don't be living to their full potential. So if you easy on them, let them know you being easy on them.
I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, like I said, I had this same mind frame when I was young. You know what I'm saying? It's just polished off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's starting to shine a little bit. But like as time go on, I know like by the time I'm 40, and I'm 30 now, by the time I'm 40, I could just imagine how strong my mind gonna be and what I'm gonna know about the world and how I'm gonna be able to help people. So I don't think I'm in my prime. You know what I'm saying? As
like,
far as
never stop. You ain't never gonna be to that point. You know, just never stop. Never settle. Never be content. And I see that you aren't. Like, even when you put out that stuff and you get mad love for it, you just be like, hey, I'm glad y'all like it, but wait till I cook something up. You know, like watch what's coming next. You know?
Yeah, because man, like, look, people don't realize that the things I'm giving these people, like, you know what I'm saying? I like, yeah, I've been doing a little music or whatever, but what people don't realize is like half of the stuff they heard, I didn't even write. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I would just record myself. You know what I'm saying? I'd get in there, I'd be in there back when I was smoking weed, because it's really that old. I'd be in there vibing, you know what I'm saying? And I just press record and say this, then I come back and vibe to it a little bit more, then come back, add more until it's done. So people judge what I do, but really that's not like what I'm really capable of. You know what I'm saying? But I respect people. They can only judge what you give them. You know what I'm saying? Right now, what I'm going through, that song Compassion, man, it's like really healing me, and it's also healing other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I actually sat down and said, I'm gonna make a song. You know what I'm saying? And it did what I wanted it to do. People changing their life off of it.
You know, you 30, and that's a lot of people say if you over 30, you ain't gonna make it. Like, you trying to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying, and I the way I look at it, and it's not about me and my opinion, but this is what I look at it coming from an artist. You don't stop. You've been doing this forever. You know what I'm saying? And you can touch just as many people on your own, making your own empire, doing your own thing. You know, establishing your own, just like, you know, the next person can. Same 24 hours in the day that all these rich people got going on. So who's to say to put an age limit on it? You know what I'm saying? And with you, before I even knew your age, I already know. You know that it's going. You gonna change the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's not like trying on the international thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but even if it gets to that point, I just know. You know what I'm saying? And that's my blessing is that I know that already, and I'm able to sit here and talk to you about it, and you know, you get out what you got to say. And that song Compassion, dog, that's real. Like, that's the stuff I like listening to. And they don't make stuff for people like it more like intellectual behind the lyrics. You know, they all do that beat stuff and the beat nice, but that stuff with what they were saying was whack. You know, I hate that. You know, and I hate that.
But I fuck with that song, but I feel it's like I believe everybody that raps or is into music, I really feel like they have something they want to say, but they got to please the masses. They gotta fit in with what's going on. So therefore, they get caught up in the hype and the influence. So they like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a song because I heard this and this live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm gonna make something that I think is live like this. But I feel like all right, look, Pac died. Before Pac died, he was able to get out his message. He was able to get out what he felt inside. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, say if, for instance, like Soulja Boy died, you would never know his story. You wouldn't know what's on his heart because he already didn't put out. He was just you know, serving the masses. You know what I'm saying? He was pleasing them, and I just feel like every rapper is speaking because they really got something to say, but you know, either they pleasing the masses or the record label don't want them to be that person. You know what I'm saying? To speak their mind. But me, I just feel like if I was to pass right now, I want to leave something behind so people knew my heart and knew what I was in it for. And me being 30, like, honestly, to keep it real, I haven't been trying to be a rapper since I was like, I'm 30. Like, I haven't tried to be a rapper or just focus on trying to be a rapper since I was like 24, 25. You know what I'm saying? So 5 years didn't go on by, and I just been chilling. Because I tell you, when I got in the book, the good book, and I was into the Bible deep, I read a book called The Rebirth of Music. And it took all the want of being a rapper out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because it just showed me that what the devil corrupted a third of the angels with music. And the music is really his instrument to this day. You know what I'm saying? How can you get somebody to say, I'll kill you, I'll blow your brains out, I'll mess with your chick, you know what I'm saying, all of this, and then be like, man, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't know the series or not.
Like, they don't even know, like really, man, y'all is brainwashed. Like, man, there's some stuff going on. Like, how can you just say you'll kill a person like that and then people get crunk? And like, when I was reading the book, it just showed me like how the devil was self-glorification. You know what I'm saying? And all he wanted to do was just be praised for his beauty. But when he walked out the temple, everybody would praise God, and he got jealous. And if you think about it, all music is I'm better than you, I got more money than you, I got a better car than you, you know what I'm saying? I got better everything, my girl prettier than you, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a pride-fueled energy you know what I'm saying, that's controlling the masses. So people don't really realize it, but like the devil still has his power because like I said, he didn't take his power from him. You know what I'm saying? And so like, you know what I'm saying, like it just took all the want of one to be a rapper out of him. You know what I'm saying?
A rapper or orator.